Welcome back. So today I'm doing a little video. Many of you may not know, but I actually have a bit of a camera collection. I'm a bit of a camera nerd, I guess. I like to collect old film cameras from, back in the day, before I was born, in the 90s. So I thought I'd just give you a quick rundown of all the cameras I have. So first up, this is one that my girlfriend bought for me from an antique store when she was in New Zealand on her first trip there. I wasn't expecting to get this one. She knew I had a bit of a camera collection, so she thought she'd help me out and grab one for me. So this is what I have. So this is a Kodak, folding cartridge, Hawkeye Model C. So it is a fold-out one. Can't really remember how to do this. There we go. So as you can see, it's like one of the really old school. So this one, just doing a little bit of a Google search, it was originally released in about 1926 and was in circulation until about 1934. Takes 120 film, which is quite rare these days, of course. But it's a beautiful camera. Apparently it still works. I've never actually used it. Mostly used it just for a decoration, to be honest, on my bookshelf over there. The second camera in my collection that I'm going to show you is a Japanese manufactured camera. So this is my Yashica Minister D. So it's a 35mm eye-level rangefinder with a parallax correction. It has a Copal SVL leaf shutter inside, f4.5 centimeters, which is quite rare to see. So 45mm, f2.8. I've had this for quite a few years now. I have actually used it before, so there's no film in it at the moment. So as you can hear, it is quite silent. So this one I used to use when I was first starting out as photography, using it as a camera for street photography. It's really good for street photography because it's quiet. It is quite a nice camera. It's quite lightweight. Takes 35mm film, as I may have already said. Really good camera. I don't use it as much anymore. It mostly just sits for decoration now. But yeah, that is the Yashica Minister D. The next three cameras I'm going to show hold a special place in my heart because they actually originally belonged to my pop. He died a couple of years ago, and when we were going through all his possessions and all that sort of stuff, they found all these cameras, and first person they thought of was myself because I was an avid photographer, and I've also already got a bit of a collection going, so they handed them down to me, thankfully, and I have taken care of them quite a lot because they were my pop's. He used them when he was younger and growing up. That was his professional gear. So the first one I'll show you is the Asahi Pentax SB500. So this is a bit of a budget model from the early 1970s. It was around from about 1971 to about 74 or 75. So the reason why it's called SP500 is because the fastest shutter speed you can get to, according to this, is 500th of a second. So that's the main reason. It has a Makinon 2.8 28mm lens on it. To be honest, I've never really heard of a Makinon lens, but this is the lens that it came with when it was given to me, so I've just left that on. I haven't bought any other lenses. This is the one that my pop used, so this is the one I'm keeping on there. So this is a nice camera. I've never used this one. This one is kind of a memory thing. I don't really want to use this one, to be honest. I'd rather just sit there, not collecting dust or anything like that, but sit there as kind of a memento to my pop. The second one that was given to me when my pop died was another Pentax. So this one is the SP1000. So this is very similar to the one I just showed you. However, the fastest shutter speed is 1,000th of a second. So this one actually has a Pentax lens on it built by Asahi. It's an SMC Tecuma 55mm. So this isn't, again, like the SP500. I've never really used it. It is a great camera. I haven't used this one. I have actually used SP1000s in the past. When I was learning at school, learning how to use film and develop film, these were actually the cameras that they provided us with, these and the K1000s. So I do know how to use the SP1000. I've never actually used this one though. The next camera I'm going to show you is another one that my pop had and was given to me once he passed away. This one is a bit different to the previous ones I just showed you. This one is a Polaroid Sun 600 LMS, so instant Polaroid camera. So it's not the prettiest looking thing, to be honest. It's pretty ugly, I'm not gonna lie. But Polaroids are fun. Everyone has at one stage in their life wanted a Polaroid or had a Polaroid camera. This thing is awesome. I really want to buy film for it to actually use it. It still works. However, the Polaroid film for the 600s is ridiculously expensive. As most of you probably know, Fuji and Polaroid have the new bubble looking ones out nowadays, and the photos are only about this big compared to like the originals, which are like this big. So even those smaller ones, for the newer ones, the Fuji Instaxes are really expensive. You can just imagine how expensive the film is for these ones. So that is the reason why I haven't actually used this one much, because the film is so damn expensive. The next camera I'm going to show you is a bit of a fun, entertaining one. This isn't one that I use for anything serious. It's mostly for hanging out with friends and, you know, just casual things. So I'm talking about the Diana F Plus. It's a completely plastic camera, the flash unit on top, a fixed 75mm lens here. Uses 120mm film, generally the lomography sort of stuff. This is the actual shutter button here, so you pull that down. Again, emphasize that this isn't used for anything serious. I use it just for fun. I think it looks cool along with my other cameras. It's just a great little cheap plastic camera to add to a collection, even use on weekends for fun. It is a really good thing. I'd recommend it just for anyone who has a camera addiction, or even just a photography interest. The next camera I'm about to show you is the last camera in my collection. This is by far my favorite one. This is the one that started it. This was the first one I bought. I bought it online from eBay, imported it from, I think it was Germany or Austria a couple of years ago. Bought the body separately to the lens, but the lens I got was the original lens that came with this camera when it was first released. It was released in about 1977 was the first time it was released, and it was in circulation until about 1982. So the camera I'm talking about is the Nikon F M. So this is a completely manual focus camera, 35mm, and is regarded as one of the best SLRs of all time due to its reliability and use among professional photographers at the time. It was so good that the same body was actually used for the next 20 or 30 years on professional Nikon cameras, only with minor tweaks added as they went along. So this one ended up being an FM2 and an FM3 as well, and also most recently it inspired the Nikon DF, which is a digital version. So the body is pretty much the same, just with the digital backing at the back. So the lens for this one that I have on there, like I said, is the original one. So this is the lens that it would have come with if you bought it new. So it is a Nikon 50mm 1.4. So Nikon, original Nikon lens. The camera is goes up to 1/1000th of a second shutter speed. I've actually got film in there at the moment, so I won't click the buttons. I've actually got Ilford HP5 plus 400 black and white film. I do use this camera. This is my favorite camera. Absolutely love this camera. If it wasn't for this camera, I would never even have had a collection. This camera really did inspire me also to do more photography. So the photography that I've done over the years was inspired because I originally started with manual focus analog cameras, and it was this one that really inspired me to continue on with that. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Like and comment below if you did. Let me know your feedback. I really want to hear that sort of stuff. Also, let me know requests. So if you want to see a particular video, let me know, and I'll look into definitely doing that for you. Please also subscribe. I've got a lot of videos planned over the next couple of weeks, and if you subscribe, you'll keep updated with all those videos. So until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching.